We, the war veterans, as custodians of this nation's revolutionary heritage, therefore make the following pronouncement. The President must agree to be escorted out of his destination of choice. Emmerson Mnangagwa has forfeited the moral right to lead this country. He has placed self-preservation and personal enrichment above national duty.
Aiwa mndara bombshell wapedza bhora, mndara bombshell Geza apedza bhora. Ndozunhu zvatati tichigara tichitaura patience pays off mana.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police ZRP Harare Central District has issued a prohibition order banning the public from carrying weapons like catapults, machetes, axes, knife, and similar dangerous items within Harare Central District. This order is effective from 27 March 2025 to 31 May 2025. It aims to prevent public disorder and maintain peace. Anyone found violating the order could face a fine or up to 6 months in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, ZRP yemuHarare yati haisikuda kana munhu achatakura even machete zvaro, even banga, ukangoonekwa uinaro uri kunge uchivharirwa kana kubvisiswa fined because varikuda kumaintaina peace. Ladies and gentlemen, kusangana kwatikuita zvakare pachannel ino, channel yeZimwitness TV, yandinodzoka nama-updates akasiyana-siyana, uye ndinoti kana kari kekutanga kusvika pano, ingobayawo button rekusubscribe, then turn on the notification bell kuitira kuti usarasikirwe neevery update yandinodzoka nayo pano nguva nenguva. So ladies and gentlemen, ndikuisira tsamba yanyorwa neZRP kuti muzvinzwire mega, muzvionere mega kuti yanga ichinyatsoti kudii panyaya yekubhana vanhu vanenge vakatakura maweapons kupinda nawo mutauni. Then muchipedza kunzwa nyaya iyoyo, ndine statement raverengwa iro nemaWarvets about demo yemusi 31 March 2025. Ndichakuplayirai zvakare. Then ndichaplaya video yemurume anga achisimbisa zvakataurwa izvo navaGeza pavakaita press yavo muzuva ranezuro manheru. So ladies and gentlemen, muchipedza kuona video rino ndinokumbira kuti mungomhanya mucomment section muchitiudzawo zvamunofunga about these stories.
Zimbabwe Republic Police Harare Central District Prohibition Order in terms of Section 13 of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act. Chapter 11. Column 23. I Chief Superintendent M. Masvivi, being the officer commanding police, Harare Central District Policing Area, bound by 4 districts, that is Mbeya to the south, stretching from Braeside Area, Magaba Home Industry, up to Sally Mugabe Hospital. Harare north to the west, stretching from Marimba Suburban to Kirkman Road. Suburban to the north, stretching from Kirkman Road to Corner Borrowdale Road and Churchill Road. Harare east to the east, stretching from Robert Mugabe Airport to Chukurubi Maximum Prison, believing on reasonable grounds that the carrying, whether openly or by concealment, in a public place or thoroughfare, or public display of any of following weapons or items capable of use as weapons: A. Catapults, machetes, axes, knobkerries, swords, knives, or daggers. B. Any traditional weapons, whatsoever likely to occasion public disorder or a breach of the peace. Hereby issue an order prohibiting the carrying of such weapons in Harare district or any part thereof for a period, nor exceeding 2 months, that is from 27th March 2025 to 30th 1st May 2025. For the avoidance of doubt, it is declared that in terms of Section 13 of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act, Chapter 11, Colon 23, any person who fails to comply with such a prohibition shall be guilty of an offence and liable to a fine not exceeding level 5 or imprisonment for 6 months or both, such fine and imprisonment. M.M. Masvivi, Chief Superintendent Officer, Commanding Police Harare Central District.
We declare today that the office of the President has been desecrated. We, the liberators of this land, have reviewed the facts and come to one undeniable conclusion. The individual clinging onto power, onto the title of the highest position in this land, has long since vacated the office and the moral, constitutional, and revolutionary obligations entrusted in him. The President has abandoned his role. We have witnessed with heavy hearts how Emmerson Mnag He has subordinated his duty to the nation in favor of criminal enterprises, corrupt syndicates, and unconstitutional acts that now bring shame to the flag we hosted in 1980. A president who abandons state house to personally install convicted criminals into traditional institutions is no servant of the people, but an accomplice of lawlessness. A president who sponsors armed robbers to defraud both Zimbabwean citizens and foreign investors to the tune of millions has tarnished the office. A president who silences, persecutes, and seeks to liquidate fellow comrades, such as Comrade Constantino Chiwengu and his wife Mary, using the very tactics of our colonial oppressors, have betrayed the liberation struggle. Enough is enough. We, as the veterans of the Liberation War, reject the recklessness and abandonment of Zimbabwe's constitutional order. We reject a leadership that kneels to criminality and external manipulation, as evidenced by the continued shadow of Rhodesia-era operatives who still seek to undermine the revolution from within. We invoke the spirit of Chitepo, Tongogara, and Joshua Nkomo. Our gallant heroes didn't lay down their lives for Zimbabwe to be reduced to a playground of fraudsters, gold mafias, and violent cabals. The silence from State House in the face of these crimes is an indictment of a leader who no longer belongs to the people, but to criminal syndicates. We, the war veterans, as custodians of this nation's revolutionary heritage, therefore make the following pronouncement. The president must agree to be escorted out of his destination of choice. Emmerson Mnangagwa has forfeited the moral right to lead this country. He has placed self-preservation and personal enrichment above national duty. Parliament must act. We call on Parliament to immediately move to impeach Emmerson Mnangagwa as provided for under Section 97 of the Constitution. The threshold has been passed. Delay is complicity. The armed forces must remain loyal to the Constitution. We remind our comrades in uniform that their loyalty lies not within individuals, but with the people of Zimbabwe and the Constitution that governs us all. The nation must unite. We call on every citizen, young and old, rural and urban, to rise in peaceful and constitutional defense of Zimbabwe's sovereignty. We will not be silent. We will not stand idle. Our legacy demands that we speak now or forever betray the blood of those who fell beside us in the trenches. The hour is upon us to cleanse our nation of the rot that has infected the highest office. We, the war veterans, stand ready to defend Zimbabwe, not with arms, but with truth, with justice, and with invisible power of the people. Aluta continue. Victory is certain. I thank you.
Comrades and friends, how are you? I just hope this message finds all of you well. I am Mdara Bomshe wapedza bora. Mdara Bomshe Geza apedza bora. Ndozunza that chigara tichitaura. Patience pays off, man. Patience is a virtue that will take us far. And now results are starting to show. List rezvigananda ra-announced and vanhu vaidzosera nyika kumashure takuvaziva. And it's time for action. Because obviously everyone's been asking this question that, okay, we know all of the things that are happening, the millions being stolen in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. But tasvika patime action manje yekudhila nezvigananda so that everyone will see this is serious business. Musi wa 31 mwana wese mu street. Revolution iyi haisi yemunhu, revolution yenyika yese, so that we can bring about the needed change that will set Zimbabweans free, so that we can have a vibrant economy whereby equality will be the common denominator. Munhu wese achibenefita. So Mdara Geza and the other crew were behind doing logistics and putting in place mama steps ekuti gananda zodhilewa nazo sei vachita zvavari kuita. Iwewe nenini tiri paground. 31 machingatiite action. We must not even be worried about movement dzemapurisa achikwidza achidzika kuti hey vane nhamba yakaita sei. The voice of the people must never be taken for granted. Ende vanhu takawanda. Munhu ingobuda uri ready wakomana. Abata mboma yake, abata paper spray yake, abata chikoti chake, tiri kupinda mustreet tichida kuita a peaceful protest. But if they try to do anything to us, try anything fun, and murugunzwa, this is not a church ministry at Aguita. And murugunzwa, things are not going to happen in that way. If fire for fire, trooping in a peaceful way, but arungoti guma chete, arungoro chete, arungota anything chatiri is unconstitutional. Will respond in an unconstitutional way also. Because Zago and the reasons is what one say. And it happened in Egypt. People were. It happened Arab uprising. Whenever the people are united, and Murunzu. Bible Acts chapter 2, and when they were in one accord, Isusu Patrick Buddha no one wedum so 31 March, speaking with one voice no one wedum. Pane something chiruzo to itika chet, which is going to add to the liberation of the people of Zimbabwe. We are sick and tired of suffering. We are sick and tired of people personalizing national resources. So Mudara Geza is working very, very hard behind the scenes. Terrorize at 31 March ngati bude. And Murugunzwa. Tichimirira unzwana the update nema steps anenga atorwa na Comrade Geza behind the scenes vachita put in place the logistics. And we want a better Zimbabwe. This is nothing political. Whether we're ZANU-PF, whether we're Triple C, whether we're ZIP, we want everyone on board. And all those who are outside of Zimbabwe, make your way and come to Zimbabwe. Timanye chinichi, tripa mwechete. And inini very soon ndenda tosvika pa ground. Toto maisa basa. Pictures ready to send that apakati trikudza chinhu chedu takadai. Download my VPN omana network vanogona kudonodza nekuita sei. But program haisi kumira. Andimanzwa. 2030 tairamba munhu wese muZimbabwe hapana munhu arikuda 2030. Mapurisa toda kuti muone mari inotenga. Masoja the same thing. Andimanzwa munhu wese ari kuenda kubasa ngaapuwe mari inotenga yekuti anokwanisa kuriritirawo mhuri yake. Thank you so much. Murare munyasha. My comrades. See you in Zimbabwe soon. Bye.